I'm Jesse Ventura, and this is Conspiracy Theory.
Well, I guess you know what that means. After leaving the world of professional wrestling to be a supporting actor in action movies, Jesse Ventura entered the world of politics in 1999, successfully keeping the state of Minnesota from separating itself from the continental United States and shooting into the stratosphere until 2003. After that, he got his own TV show. If you didn't know, it's called Conspiracy Theory, and every episode is about something the government doesn't want you to know about, like the heart facility that does open-door tours every 2 years. The second episode was about 9/11, and it really wasn't that good. They should have just named it Cheese Factory, because it has it all. It was a clinic for overacting.
Bye, Governor. Keep working hard. We need you.
Bad dialogue.
It's just, it's something that we really shouldn't discuss right now. You really shouldn't talk about it.
And corny lines.
That stuff could be everywhere.
More on that particular one later. It also showcased a lot of head bobbing by Ventura. And speaking of bad acting...
This is what they don't want me to see. We've tried to get in this building. We can't even get in it now. The door's locked.
The show itself contained old theories from 2006, like the black boxes being found. But the main thing I want to point out to you is the controlled demolition hypothesis presented. Despite it being 2010 and the main claim is that there was nanothermite in the towers, Ventura starts investigating the claim of super thermite after an interview with Stephen Jones. Jones claims he found explosive residue from thermite in the dust, and Ventura, a member of the Navy UDD team who never was a SEAL, despite saying so in the opening credits here,
I've been governor, a Navy SEAL.
Should have pointed out that thermite is not an explosive, but he failed to do so. Instead, he contacted Van Romero from New Mexico Tech to conduct a super thermite experiment. So Van whipped up a batch of regular and super thermite, drug out an old steel beam, and slapped it on there. Here's the actual footage from those tests. And here was Van trying to explain what just happened.
As you can see, fire burns and the beam slowly heats up. Now let's paint the super thermite onto the metal beam, subject it to a fire, see what happens. As we expected, the beam with the thermite is burning much brighter. It's a much hotter fire than we had before. So the temperature is going to rise in this beam more than it would in the beam without the thermite. Does it burn long enough and hot enough so that we have structural failure?
What was that, Van?
Does it burn long enough and hot enough so that we have structural failure?
Let's see what Jesse has to say about that.
All right. Anybody still got any doubts?
About your sanity? Of course. Notice how he did not answer the question and instead asked one of his own. He cut the video off before Van could answer his own question, and this is the clip that he does not want you to see.
Okay, so that fire burned pretty hot, but did it burn long enough to cause any structural damage? Let's put it to the test. Nope, looks like it's still in good shape.
Well, there's your answer, but it still didn't stop Jesse from going on to a rant about the ramifications of paintable thermite like this.
Imagine if this stuff was painted on buildings in New York, Boston, Washington, D.C., all over the country. That stuff could be everywhere.
Maybe in La La Land. And I just pointed out that your show is a crock.
Anybody still got any doubts?
Just cut it off.